this will be short, maybe at some point dynamic class. However, at the same time, concentrated on alignment. So I ask you to please stop the video when you need to look at the pose and to do certain pose properly with correct alignment as we start to build on it. And if you practiced with me before, you will recognize the cues, you will recognize the movement I want you to do, so concentrate on that. The class will be basic, without any advanced or difficult postures, just basics done properly. You will feel flexible, you will feel open, you will feel strong after the class. So let's begin. Please have blocks with you, strap. You know your level of flexibility, if you need to sit on a block or not. If you have classes together, you will know whether you sit on a block. If you don't have blocks, use the books, take the blanket, towel, roll it to put under your sit bones. If you don't have a strap, it can be belt, it can be towel, anything that will help you getting into a posture. Okay, we will start on hands and knees. Open your fingers wide. Make sure that your knees are under the hips and shoulders above the wrists. We're gonna do cat-cow here. So on inhalation, drop your chest between your arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, pull your shoulders down, chin up, stretch the throat, stick out your sit bones. And on exhalation, arch your back. And as you arch, round your back, and if you round, start to lift your knees off the mat. Push the mat away. Look at my upper back. It's very much rounded. Crunch your core. Inhale, slowly lower your knees on the mat. Open your chest. And exhale. Round, lift your knees just a little bit off the mat. Hover above the mat, maybe 1 centimeter. Inhale, lower your knees, open your chest. Exhale. Keep going at your own pace, as usual. Make sure that you're not lifting your knees too high, just hovering above the mat. Make sure you're crunching your core. You feel the strength of your shoulder blades. And stay here. Next time you round your spine, you lift your knees, stay for 1, 2, crunch your core even more, 3, 4, biceps out, 5, 6, elbows look back, 7, push the mat away, 8, keep breathing, 9, and 10, slowly release, come to neutral position. Your spine is straight, not rounded, not arched, straight like a top of the table. On inhalation, extend your right leg back. Make sure you're not dropping your hip or not opening too much. Extend your left arm forward. Keep stretching yourself into opposite directions. And keep breathing. Make sure your spine is straight. Check. If you have mirror, look in the mirror and check if you're dumping your lower back. Hug your core in. Stay here. Start to bend your right knee and open it out so it looks like a dog walking. Stay here. Lift the knee as high as possible from the floor. Extend your left arm out to the side. You can stay here and hold using your core strength, or you can try to extend your right leg 90 degrees out and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly come back. Reset yourself. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, extend your left leg. Make sure that your foot is pointed or toes flexed, up to you. The leg engaged, the ankle engaged. Extend your right arm forward. Stay here, hug your core. Make sure you're not arching your lower back. Keep kicking your heel or toes back while you're trying to reach something with your fingertips. Lean a little bit to the left more, don't collapse into the right side. Extend your right arm out. Start to bend your left knee and open it out to the side. You can stay here or go for more intense posture, extending the leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and come back. Very nice. Move the knees under your hips if they moved. Away, start to walk your hands forward. Puppy pose. Stretch the front body. You can stay on your fingertips. And it's going to be quite active puppy pose with adding the strength, or you can put your palms, maybe even forearms on the mat. Forehead can be on the mat, or chin if chin can reach. Try to stretch your front body, but keep the stability. Engage some strength in your shoulders and shoulder blades to give you here the stability together with flexibility. And breathe. Keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching. Slowly walk your hands back under your shoulders, down dog. If you have done down dog with me, you probably know how I cue go straight away. If you don't remember or you have never practiced class with me, wrap your elbows in. I'm gonna cue step by step. Tuck your toes. I want you to arch your back just like in that cow tilt that we did in the beginning of the class. Move your shoulders down and start to shift back like you want to sit on your heels. Actually, maybe you will sit on your heels. Wrap your elbows in so you see the elbow creases are facing up. Start to push the mat away from you, strong arms. Keep the spine arched and start to lift your sit bones up. Keep the spine where it is without shifting forward. As much as you can, straighten your knees. Again, if you have the mirror and you straighten the knees and you see that you're kind of shifting in this bad plank position, bend your knees, sit back, drop your heart to your knees, and think eventually the crown of the head will reach the floor. Here in down dog, you can paddle out your feet, one heel to the mat, another heel to the mat. Keep breathing, stay strong, keep pushing the mat away. Right here, wrap your elbows in, lift your heels up so you are on your tippy toes in your down dog, and then you start to round your spine like a cat, just like we did on hands and knees position. Push the mat away and shift, shift, shift to plank. We're gonna hold plank here to warm up, and we're gonna hold high plank. So you can look at the video and see that I'm pushing my mat away, my shoulder blades are separating, and I'm tucking my tailbone. I'm actually crunching my core. Very nice high plank. And stay as high as you can. Be careful not to stick out your butt or not to kind of dump your hips low. Keep pushing yourself up while tucking your tailbone. We're gonna hold here. Stay and hold for 1, 2, back heels. Back heels. You have just one heel, one type of heels at your feet. Heels above the toes, shoulders above the wrist. 2, 3. Squeeze your inner thighs like you're holding a block. 4, 5. Stay with it. 6. Push the mat away even more. 7, 8. Crunch your core. 9, 10. On exhalation, glide back to down dog. Start to arch your spine, push the mat away, and keep dropping your chest, your heart towards your thighs, towards your knees. Very nice. Start to walk your feet to the front of the mat. Don't be in a rush. Step by step, bend your knees if necessary. When you come to the front of the mat, big toes touch, heels slightly separated. Shift your weight towards your toes. You see my heels are quite free from my weight and are easily lifted. And stay here, just fold. Keep breathing. It's good to exhale through your mouth. Sometimes it feels like it's easier after. It feels better. So you can exhale through your mouth, but try to inhale through your nose. Lengthen your spine here. Try to arch your back. Think you want to bring belly to thigh. So if your knees are bent, let them be. Knees don't have to be straight. Use your core to fold more. So you have to suck your abdominals in. You have to kind of squeeze your glutes and try to stick out your sit bones even more up to the sky. Inhale, stand up, arms up, sweep your arms to the sky, to the ceiling, reach up, reach up, reach up. Come on your tippy toes and stay, heels up. Squeeze your inner knees, lift your heels, lift your heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put the heels down, chair pose, have a seat. Weight in your heels, knees squeezed. Check your lower back. If it's arched, for this kind of chair, I want you to tuck your tailbone. You can check what I'm doing, the tilt of the pelvis, pulling my tailbone down, and sit lower. I want you to feel your glutes working here as well. Now try to lift all 10 toes off the mat. And then one by one, pinkies on the mat, and then the other toe on the mat, and then middle toe, and then big toe on the mat. So you're trying to control your feet as well. Sit low, sit low, sit low, all the way to the floor. Maybe hands can support you by the side. Sit on your butt. Extend your legs a little bit forward. Sit straight. Support yourself with your fingertips behind your butt. Open your chest. You might even lean back a little bit, but keep your spine straight. Start to walk your feet close to you. Keep your knees squeezed. You can grab the block, the book, anything, and keep them between your knees, so you make sure you engage your inner thighs. And stay here. Keep your chest open. Try to move your abdominals in, so they will want to protrude, but we want to engage our deep core, so we want kind of to suck them in and breathe into the rib cage, in the upper chest. Stay here. Maybe you can extend one hand forward, maybe two, and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Start to lay down on your lower back, extend your knees, keep your chest lifted, abdominals in, and come back. 1, 2, block is still squeezed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep breathing. 9 and 10. Put the feet down, set the block aside. Open your feet as wide as your hips, maybe a little bit wider. Bring your heels somewhat closer to you. Lengthen your spine. If you have troubles to sit straight here, you can take the block, 2 blocks, any height that works for you. It will be much easier, and I want you to keep it out of your lower back. So keep it straight. Don't be shy. If you need 1, 2 blocks, whichever height. Sit tall. Take the left elbow, hook it outside of the right knee, and start to twist. Make sure the right knee doesn't go in. It resists back into your elbow. Bind the right hand somewhere behind your back. Maybe you can grab your left thigh and keep twisting. While you twist, you want to lengthen your spine. Maybe you can grab your ankle. And stay. Look over your right shoulder, actually. Slowly come back. Let's change the side. Hook the elbow outside of your left knee. Keep your spine straight. Open your chest. Move the left shoulder blade closer to your spine. Slowly come back. Now from here, you may still sit on a block. Take another one. If we have a class together and I tell you to take a block, it means for this posture, you also have to have a block or book or blanket to keep your hips elevated. Extend your left leg. Put the right foot inside of your left inner thigh. Arch your back. Open your chest. If you need, bend the knee. Take out kind of the flesh out, so you're sitting in front of your sits bones, and fold as much as you can. You should feel the stretch at the back of your leg. Again, I want to keep the stretch out of your lower back for now, so keep lengthening your lower back. And you see the first thing that touches my leg is belly, not the forehead, not the chin. And stay here. Keep breathing. concentrate on that muscle where you feel the stretch. If your mind wanders around, you have to bring it back to your body. Slowly come back and change the legs. Fold left leg in, extend right leg out. Same thing. You're trying to send your sits bones kind of back. Take the muscles away to the back. Bend your knee to lengthen your lower back, to tilt your pelvis. Think of your sits bones turning up to the sky, and then fold. Slowly come back. Take the block to the side. Come back to down dog. We're gonna do sun salutations. First one, we will go slow to make sure that you see the proper alignment and you remember the moves, and then we're gonna go a bit faster. On inhalation, start to walk your feet. Actually, not on inhalation, just keep breathing. Walk your feet to the front of the mat slowly. On inhalation, arms up. Stand up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest, palms press firmly to engage the chest muscles. Hug your core in, rib cage in, so the whole front body kind of zips into the midline. You're not just having your arms loosely hanging. Keep squeezing everything to the midline. And again, inhale, arms up. Reach up, reach up. Feel your shoulder blades lifting up. Start to fold forward. Keep your spine straight. Bend your knees if needed. Fold, fold, fold as much as you can. Forehead maybe to your shins. On inhalation, it's halfway lift. You want to lift halfway. Lengthen your spine. If you need, bend your knees. Step back to plank, to that nice high plank. Make sure you have that core crunched, lower back rounded. This is lower back arch. I need your lower back rounded. Start to lower your knees down on the mat for chaturanga, for supported chaturanga. Wrap your elbows in. It's important. Keep the core crunch. Start to shift forward. Think you're looking over the edge of the cliff. What's there? Keep your core crunch and start to bend your elbows, squeezing your elbows into your rib cage. Push back up. Come back. Let's try 2 more times. Crunch your core. Wrap your elbows in. Push the mat away. Cat pose. Your spine is rounded like a cat. Start to shift forward. Keep this cat pose. Core crunched. Bend your elbows. 90 degrees. Push back up. And let's go 1 more. Elbows in, elbows in. Good. Push back up. Lay down on your belly. Untuck your feet, your pinky toenails on the mat. Kneecaps lifted, quads squeezed, tailbone tucked, pubic bone on the mat. Start to squeeze your shoulder blades. Open your chest. Baby cobra. Just middle back working. Keep lower back out of it. And go back to down dog. We're gonna go faster. Ideally 1 breath, 1 movement, but if you need, take it slow. Step to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Zip in your core. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to plank. Inhale in plank, knees down. On exhalation, chaturanga, push up. 1. Come back. Shift forward, elbows in. 2. 3. Push back up. Lay down on your belly. Untuck your feet. Kneecaps lifted. Open your chest. Elbows in. Lift your palms off the floor. Tuck your tailbone. Maybe move your arms back like airplane. And come back to down dog. Inhale in down dog. Exhale. Step to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale in plank. Slowly lower your knees down. Crunch your core. Push the mat away. Shift forward. Support your ribcage with your elbows. 1. Come back. 2, come back, 3, up. Lay down on your belly, untuck your feet, kneecaps lifted, cobra pose. Squeeze your shoulder blades, shoulders down, lift your palms, lift your arms back. Try to think like you're trying to reach something with your fingertips. Hands on the floor. Down dog. Inhale and exhale. Step to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest, zip in your core, ribcage closed. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, in plank. Slowly lower your knees down. Move your elbows in so your biceps are facing forward. 3 push-ups. You already know how to do them. 1. Keep your core crunched. 2, 3. Lower down on your belly. This time, interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Move your arms away from your body. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Untie your hands. Down dog on exhalation. Stay in down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Look at your navel. Drop your chest. Keep reaching your right heel back and up. Keep lifting yourself up, 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 away from the mat, kind of shoulder blades coming up to your ear. Come on your left tippy toe. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. One-legged plank. Exhale, inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch. 2. One-legged dog. 3. Step the foot between the hands. Back heel is above the toes. Bend your knee so it's above the ankle. High lunge. If you feel your lower back here, you should bend the back knee. It's almost 90-90 lunge. Tuck your tailbone. Stay here. Just holding the lunge. Keep tucking your tailbone. You should feel the front of the left leg, maybe even lower belly stretch, not the lower back. Very slowly lower your back knee to tap the floor for 1, 2, tuck your tailbone, 3, 4, 5. Lower the left knee down, hands on the floor, half split. Straighten the front knee, or at least work on straightening it. You can take the blocks if you're limited in flexibility here. Very important to get used to proper alignment so that so you keep doing it automatically properly. Start to pull the right hip back. Micro bend the right knee so you can arch your back like it's a cobra pose that we just did. Lower your belly on the thighs. Keep your chest open. And try not to lean too much on the left knee. Keep your weight in the middle. And stay. Keep breathing. Keep lengthening your spine. Think of tilting your right sit bone to the sky. So you really have to think about tilting your pelvis up, up, up. Keep plugging the right leg back into the hip socket. Very nice. Put the blocks aside, rebend the front knee so you come back to lunge. Left hand under your chest. Twist to the right, lift your right arm up, look to the sky, to the ceiling. You can stay here and keep twisting, keep opening your chest. Or you can try to tuck the back foot and lift the back knee off the floor and stay here. Left leg strong, left buttock squeezed, right buttock squeezed as well. Come back, put the right hand down. You can take the blocks here as well and try to straighten the front knee. The back foot, the back leg stays the same, just like in lunge. Nothing changes. You're trying to open your chest, move the right hip back, and fold. Belly to thigh, and stay. Rebend the front knee, put the blocks aside, step back to plank. Stay in plank. We're gonna hold plank and it gives you time to check your alignment. Open your fingers wide, inner hands, thumbs and index fingers pressing on the mat. Push the floor away. Look at my upper back, it's super rounded. Shoulder blades are separating. Tuck your tailbone. Back heel, back heels, heels above the toes. And keep crunching your core. Open your feet a bit wider than your hips. Turn your heels to the right, toes to the left, side plank. Try to stack your shoulders on top of one another, your hips, and if you feel like you have the strength, stack your ankles, your feet on top of one another and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back to nice high plank with control. Gather yourself here, gather your core, open your feet wide, heels to the left, toes to the right, side plank on the left. Stack your joints, shoulder on top of shoulder, hip on top of hip, and if you can, ankle on top of ankle. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back to plank. Inhale in plank. Slowly lower your knees down. Crunch your core. Make sure that you're keeping your hips high and you're not dumping your lower back. 3 push-ups, 3 chaturangas. 1, come back. 2, elbows in. 2, 3, push back up. Lay down on your belly, untuck your feet, lift your kneecaps, squeeze your quads. Come to cactus arms, 90 degrees elbows. And on exhalation, start to lift your elbows up to the ceiling, to the sky. And then open your chest, pull your elbows and shoulder blades down. 1, lower down. 2, lower down. 3, 4, squeeze the mid-back muscles. 5. Very nice. Go to down dog. We have the other side. Couple of breaths in down dog. You can compare left and right side if there is any difference. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Come on the right tippy toe, strong on your arms, shift forward, crunch. 1, go back to one-legged dog. Drop your chest, shift forward, round your spine, crunch. 2, 3, step the foot between your hands, back heel is above the toes, squeeze the right leg, bend the left knee so it's above the ankle, come to high lunge, bend the back knee so you can tuck your tailbone and remove any effort, any curvature from your lower back. So the back knee is bent quite a lot. Stay here, strong on both legs. Arms up, elbows straight, shoulders engaged. And start to lower your knee to tap the floor for 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5th time, knee down. Straighten your left knee. You can take your blocks. Adjust the weight so it's in the middle. Your left leg is working as well. Start to lengthen your spine. Keep the knee bent a little bit. And keep breathing. Keep lengthening your spine. Stay with the stretch, stay with the muscles, scan your body, stay present with your body, stay on your mat with your thoughts. Don't wander around. Rebend the front knee, come back to lunge. You can set the blocks aside or the books, whatever you have. Now put the right hand under your chest, open. If you can, lift the back knee up and stay. Keep the right leg strong, left leg strong. Keep reaching up, keep twisting, twisting, twisting. Inhale, put the left hand down. You can grab the blocks one more time. Straighten the front knee, modified pyramid. The back heel is off the mat. And you're trying to square your hips and lengthen your spine. You don't have to lock your knee. It can be bent. Keep some buoyancy in the joints. Don't lock them or hyperextend. Stay here, keep lengthening your spine. Think of cobra pose that we did. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rebend the front knee. And step back to plank. And stay in plank. Lower your knees, 3 push-ups. Proper push-ups. 1. Don't sag your lower back. If you do, come back. 2. 3. Lower down on your belly. Cobra pose. Fingertips under your shoulders, elbows squeezed, untuck your feet. Start to roll your chest. Think like you're rolling a mat. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Think of sliding your palms back. Use your back muscles, so when you lift your palms off the mat, like so, you're staying up. You're not going to the mat. Very nice. Go back to down dog. If you need more rest or to check the pose more or repeat something, stop the video. Lift your right leg up. Make sure you're not shifting to plank. You're in down dog, one-legged down dog. And exhale, knee to nose. Right knee to nose and stay here for 1. Push the mat away, shift forward 2. And 3, step the foot between your hands. And if you cannot reach, use your hand to slide your foot forward. From here, bring the right hand inside of the right foot. So 2 hands closer to the left side and the right foot closer to the right outer edge of the mat. Stay here, keep your spine straight and start to move your knees, your hips up and down. Maybe move around side to side or just bounce up and down, whichever works for you better. And start to walk your hands to the left and spin your front foot and back foot to the left. So you end up in wide-legged forward fold. Stay here, hands on the floor, or take the block and put your hands on the block. Lengthen your spine and fold. Start to shift a bit forward so your hips are above your ankles, not behind. Keep breathing. And walk your hands back to the front of the mat so you end up in lunge again. Put the back knee down, left knee on the floor. Lean onto your left hand, your weight on your left arm. Start to open your chest and make a big dramatic circle with your right shoulder. Right fingertips facing back, you're looking back. The front knee will want to open up a little bit. That's fine, but do your best to keep it more or less straight. Bend the back knee and try to grab the foot. You can use your strap here. You can even take the block and put it under the left hand so you have more elevation and it's easier to grab the foot. Don't suffer in your stretches. You have to find some place where you feel the effort, you feel the work is happening, but it's manageable and doable. Don't push without the support, without the props, and suffer and overdo. So it's better to use the strap, use the block, feel somewhat comfortable here, and keep twisting your chest to the sky, bend your knee to your body, squeeze your heel to your body rather. Very slowly come back and step back to down dog. We're gonna skip plank here. Lift your left leg up, inhale, exhale, knee to nose for 1, 2, 3, and step the foot between your hands, and if needed, use the hand to help bring the foot. Bring the hands close, rather to the right side, inside of the left foot. Bounce your hips up and down on this side. Keep your spine straight, don't round your upper back. You can move side to side if that's something that feels right. Start to walk your hands to the right side. Spin your toes, your feet to the right side. Wide-legged forward fold. Again. Now listen carefully. Halfway lift. So you're just going to lift halfway. Open your toes out 45 degrees. We're going to go to side lunges or half squats, whichever way you want to call them. So we're going to go to sit on the left knee. Keep the left knee open. It's pointing the same direction as your toes, while the right toes are up to the sky, and you're sitting back like you're having a chair at the back. It doesn't matter if you cannot sit all the way down. If you're here and you feel the work happening, stay here. If you can go lower, that's great. If you cannot, also great. Try not to come on your tippy toe. Good, stay here and start to go to the other side. So you're bending the right knee, opening it so it faces the direction of your right toes. Left toes up, and you're sitting in a chair to the back. And keep going left and right. Left and right. Switch. Careful with the knees. Make sure that the knee that is bent is opening out. You can take the block here. If it's difficult, if you're somewhere here, you can walk with the block. Put the block aside. When you're on your left leg, when your left knee is bent, start to walk your hands to the front of the mat. Come back to lunge one more time. Lower the right knee down. Lean this time. Lean your weight on the right arm. Peel your chest open. Sweep up with your left shoulder. Look back. Left fingertips to the back. Remember, you can take the block, twist, bend the knee, or use the strap, hook your foot, and pull the strap, whichever works for you. And stay here, keep twisting your chest to the sky. Try to keep your left knee facing somewhat straight, not perfectly straight, but not opening, not slaying all the way out. Keep breathing. Slowly release, and this time come back to plank. Hold nice high plank. And this time walk your hands a bit forward so your wrists are in front of your shoulders. Wrap your elbows in. Extended plank. It's supposed to be more difficult than regular plank. We're gonna come to side plank. Again, different variation. Because our wrist is in front of the shoulder, when you come to side plank, on the right, you have more place to push the mat away and lift your hips up. So this is kind of you creating this, trying to create this C shape with your body. Half moon shape with your body. So keep pushing that arm away. The sole of the bottom foot is on the mat. Come back to this extended plank, hands in front of you, and come to the other side. Take your time. If you fall out of it, come back. It takes time to figure out, but you definitely have more place to push your mat away. Come back and come back to down dog. Inhale, exhale. Lower your knees on the mat. Sit on the block if you usually sit on the block. We're gonna come to straddle, open our legs wide. You choose the height of your blocks. Just for demonstration, I know that most of my students have this medium height, so I'm gonna keep this medium height. Now from here, take out the muscles away, flesh out, so you're not sitting on your sits bone. They're kind of back, they're not touching the block, or rather my weight is not on my sits bones. Micro bend the knee so you can arch your back and start to fold. You see, when I'm folding, my lower back is straight. So rather than doing this, I better bend my knee, tilt my pelvis, and stay where it's comfortable. Relax here. You can walk your arms forward. My heartbeat is high, so I'm gonna use this time to slow it down. Use my inhalation and exhalation. Try to relax, but keep your knees pointing up. Don't let them go in. Now, keep the depth you're at, doesn't matter where you are, but try not to come all the way back up. Start to walk your hands to the right leg. Oh, it's a nice twist, and should feel the stretch on your left side of the back. If you can, hook the left elbow outside of the right foot. If not, just reach with your left arm to the right and fold. Doesn't matter how it looks. If your variation doesn't look anything like mine, don't worry. Just make sure you're feeling nice sensations and start to relax. Eventually you'll get there. Keep the depth, start to walk your arms forward to the other leg. This time you reach with the right hand outside of the left leg, right elbow outside of the left leg, and fold. Stay with it, especially if you have this urge to come out of the pose. Notice it and don't act on it. Stay. Don't act on your whatever first thing that comes to your head. Notice it and think about it first. Slowly come back. Come to butterfly pose. And again, if you need the block to keep your lower back straight, keep. In general, keeping the height is quite convenient if you want to kind of open your knees even wider. But if you don't need the block, take it out. Start to fold or work on opening your knees. Important thing to keep the lower back straight. Again, we don't want you to round. When I want you to stretch your back muscles, I will let you know it's the kind of different postures for that. For now, I want you to stretch your hips. Good. Slowly come up, extend your right leg out. If you have the cramp here on the outer hip, don't open the leg so wide, move it a little bit in. Sit up tall. The left leg is still in half butterfly. Twist, 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 twist to the left. As much as you can, the right hand cups the knee or grabs the left thigh. Lift your left arm up and you can see I'm not opening my elbow out. Then I have pinching in my shoulder and you might too. So you have to wrap your elbow in, lift your shoulder blade up to your ear and lean towards the right Keep your chest twisting to the sky. Keep reaching through your left arm. Don't let it just hang loosely here and do nothing. You can relax your neck here, let your head hang heavy, but make sure you're twisting to the sky and stretching. You should feel the stretch in your lower back and actually in general side, left side body. And come back. If you want to stay in some posture longer, you can stop the video and stay longer, but these are just to show that you can fit all in into 40-45 minutes. Sit up tall, twist, 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 twist. Now look carefully, I'm wrapping my elbow. I'm not just opening arm out, wrapping my elbow in so it's facing forward, and I'm twisting, twisting, twisting. And I lean towards the left. Extend this right arm. Relax your head and stay 1, 2, 3, and slowly come up. Again, you can stay longer. It's good for you, especially if you know your lower back is tight. Put the blocks aside. Or actually, you might sit on the blocks for forward fold here. Extend your legs. If it's difficult for you to sit up straight, use the blocks. For me, it's better without the blocks here. So I'm gonna move them aside. And fold forward. Bend your knees to lengthen your spine. Relax here. Relax your head. Slowly come up. Again, you can stay longer. This pose is so nice. I can stay forever in this forward fold. Lay down on your back. Squeeze your knees to your chest as much as you can, but keep your shoulders on the mat. Keep your tailbone on the mat. Open your knees out to the side as much as they can go. Grab your ankles here or outer edges of the feet. Happy baby. If you practice with me, you definitely know this pose, so you know what to do. The ankles are directly above the knees. Tailbone down, shoulders down. Keep pulling the knees to the mat. And keep breathing. You can stay here pulling the knees, or you can rock from side to side all the way until one knee taps the floor. You're kind of playful, no need to overthink. If you fall out of it or it looks awkward and feels awkward, that's fine. Just play with it. You can keep rocking side to side, or you can start to extend one leg out, the other leg. Don't push too much. It should be relaxing. So if your leg doesn't straighten all the way, so be it. Good. Release the left leg on the mat. Squeeze the right knee to your chest. Squeeze, 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 squeeze as much as you can. Take the right knee, twist it to the left. Open your right arm out. Look to the right. Usually I want you to ground your knee on the floor. And if the shoulder lifts like mine, it's fine. Move the arm a little bit higher than the shoulder. You should feel nice stretch on your chest. No pinching in the shoulder. If you have some issue with the shoulder joint, find a place where you feel okay. You shouldn't feel pain. You should feel nice stretch on your chest. If you want more twist, you have to start to squeeze the right shoulder blade to your spine, almost like cactus arms here, and you're pulling the shoulder blade to your spine and down. Come back, extend your right knee on the mat, squeeze the left knee to your chest, squeeze, 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 and twist. Look to the left, move the left arm a bit higher than the shoulder. Let the left knee touch the mat, touch the floor. Slowly come back to center. And from here, extend your legs. I want you to extend your arms forward in front of you. Lift your head up, chest up, shoulder blades up, abdominals in. Lift your legs up. Now make a fist with your hands. Squeeze your whole body. Curl your toes and relax. Flop on your mat. One more time. Head up, chest up, arms forward. Squeeze. Make a fist. Maybe make a face and relax. Close your eyes. Final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Wiggle your way into stillness. Make final preparations so you feel comfortable to lay down, relax. Close your eyes. Release the tension, especially in your fists and your toes that you were tensing. Relax your face. Relax your jaw, your eyes. Close your eyes and imagine you're sinking into your mat, spilling over your mat like water without boundaries. Stay here as long as you'd like. It would be nice, at least 5 minutes. Thank you for practicing with me. See you soon.